Hi and welcome to RCkicks. On today's show, well, it's a sad day. Yes, I've got to let some of my collection go. I've got so many cars, I'm running out of space, and also I need to put money back into the channel, so I just don't have the budget to keep everything. So in this episode, we're going to run through each car that I've decided to let go. Painfully as it is, I can't realistically just keep everything. So let's kick off with the first one. Oh, if you're interested in one of these, contact Gavin Evans at RCkicks.com, or you can contact me, direct message me on the Facebook group, and we'll come to some sort of arrangement. Now, obviously, I'm not going to give these away as bargain basement kits. Most of these are in mint brand new condition. So, yeah, if you want to make an offer on one of these cars, have a look and make realistic offers. Don't bother contacting me if you want to say, oh, I'll give you 100 quid for something that's worth 300, as that's just wasting your time and mine. I think that covers pretty much everything. So let's kick off with the first one. Now, in true Gavin fashion, I forgot to mention a few things. If you're in America or somewhere else, yes, I will still ship at cost. Obviously, it will be insured and tracked. So just take that in mind. If you want to buy something, I will happily export it, but it's going to be a little bit more expensive. A few other things as well. If you want to know more about the cars that I'm actually pointing out, well, obviously I've done loads of videos on them, so I recommend going to check them out. Now, I can't put loads and loads of links in this video. There's only so many you can put per video, so it would run out after the first 5 cars or whatever. So if you want to find out about this car, all you do is go to the search bar in YouTube, type in what it is, and then do a space, and then put RCkicks, and it will bring up all the videos that I've done on this. As a lot of the cars that I'm actually selling will probably have upgrades and modifications to them, so it's good to get a real good look at what you're actually bidding on, well, wanting to buy, if you make sense. Kicking off with this as a classic example is the Traxxas TRX4M. Now, this is not stock by any means. This has loads of upgrades on it. Full bearings, full metal links. It's got skid plates. It's got brass front and back, and brass pumpkins. I think that's pretty much all the upgrades I did to this. Yeah, it's basically mint condition. It has been driven indoors, hasn't been driven outside, so it's basically new. And that's the first one. Next is this, the Top Cat from Schumacher Racing, 2-wheel drive. Now, this has been discontinued. You can't buy this anymore. It has been driven a little bit outside on the grass, but there's hardly any marks at all, just an odd little one, so pretty much as new as you can get. Now, this is not stock by any means. This has got the narrow track arms, metal lower arms. It's got a brass weight at the front, which is from Schumacher. It's got the pivot adjustment suspension. I forget what they're called. They're in metal. That's a Schumacher option as well. Also, it has a Mizuno Models slipper clutch conversion in it, so a completely different back end. This will be a roller. Most of my cars will be a roller unless it's a RTR kit, because I just use the electronics and the motors and all that kind of stuff as well. Suspension is all the same. Also, it comes with the upgraded belt tensioners, and the slipper clutch plates are the ventilated ones. They're an upgrade as well. Comes with the box and all the parts that were taken off to upgrade it as well, so you could turn it back to stock if you wanted to. Why would you do that? So all in all, a lovely buggy, and only gonna get more and more valuable. So why am I selling it? What an idiot. Next is this one. Yeah, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is an XV02 Pro, basically in brand new condition, never been run. Comes with the Yaris body, comes obviously with manual box and everything. It's stock apart from bearings, obviously. I can't remember if you've got bearings in this kit or not. The body doesn't come in the kit. You have to actually pick what you want. It will be a roller. The wheels and tyres, these are not part of this kit. They are adjustable ones to fit the Yaris, so they're coming with it as well. And a basically brand new, fully built kit, all ready to go for you. You just have to put your electronics in it. Good looking one, this one. Damn it. Next one is this, a Dark Impact from Tamiya. I actually bought this one so that I was going to smash it up and put it up against some ready-to-runs from China to see how it stood up. And I bought it online, and then I realised when it arrived, it's actually almost brand new. The only slight bit of use it's had is this back plate has got a little bit of scuffing, but it's a single plate that you could change. There's a few little graze marks on the bottom, but it's barely been used. The tyres are like new and the rims are all great. The body was painted up pretty decently, to be fair, and it was just too nice to take to the skate park and trash it, so I actually just kept it as it's really nice. And these can be quite difficult to get sometimes. They kind of come in and go out, so yeah, it's just sat there. It will come with the motor. It's just a standard Silvercan motor. I'll leave that in, but all the electronics will be removed. It doesn't have a box. I think I might have the manual for it, but if you're interested, contact me and I'll dig out the manual just to confirm, but I'm pretty sure it came with a manual. Next is this, a brand new rock socker that I built on the show. I actually painted up all the back, all the bars. They're not stickers like it's supposed to be. I did it in gunmetal grey, and it's basically brand new. I think I run it on the grass to get some running footage of it, but it's never been off-road or anything, so it's basically brand spanking new. I will leave the motor in it. Obviously it comes with the manual and the box and everything, so if you're looking for a brand new fully done rock socker, this one could be for you. And it's painted up quite nicely, even if I say so myself. Next is this, another one I really love. I don't drive it as much as I should, but it's just a weapon. 3S Armour Infraction. This is a total monster, and I don't bash it. I've driven it quite a few times, but I don't bash it seriously hard, so it's still in pretty decent condition. It's got a few little scuff marks on it, a little bit at the front, but the bonnet itself is okay. The car is basically totally stock. Comes with box manuals and everything, as you'd expect. So I would say this is probably an 8 out of 10. I would say if you drove it 2 or 3 times, that's kind of the condition that you're going to see it in. There's no big damage at all, and I didn't jump it or anything like that. I never really lean on my cars that hard, so things like this are pretty strong. You'd be amazed how much the abuse these take, and the tyres are pretty much new. It has got a little bit of dust on it. Yeah, it's a bit of a weapon, that, and I don't want to sell it. An RTR that I haven't had that long was this from WL Toys. This is the brushless latest version of it. It has been driven on the show. There is a full video on it if you want to go check that out. So it's basically, it is what it is. Comes with everything, box, manual, transmitter, battery and everything. So if you want to pick up one of these on the cheap, there you go. So drop us a message and this one could be yours. Next is the Ready to Run. It's the WL Toys. It's the brushed version, the early version, and some say still the best. It absolutely flies, and I'm a big fan of this. I've got a few different versions, so there's no point keeping so many. I've got so many little Ready to Runs these days, and I've got an LC Racing one that I kind of keep for myself. So I might as well let this go. I only really get it out now and again. It has been used. It has got some scuffs on the back, but it's neat and tidy, and it hasn't been abused. Now it comes with box, manual, battery charger, the usual what you get in these RTRs. The box has a big gap in the big dent in the front of it. It came like that, unfortunately, so that's the box for you. Fully working and great fun. And next is another RTR. It's this. It's the udirc, and this is based on the Integrale. It's 4-wheel drive, and it's the brushless version, not the brushed one. Comes with everything: battery, charger, USB charger, transmitter, and car itself. In pretty decent condition, I would say almost new, so 9 out of 10. I don't think it's got any scratch. I think I've driven it like once or twice. So yeah, there we go. If you're interested in one of these, I personally not overly sold on it. I think the steering is a little bit slow for me, but people rave about them, and I guess you know about these if you're interested in them. So there you go. Another one for you is this RTR. It's from HPI Racing Maverick. It's the Phantom XB brushed version. Basically a budget entry-level RTR 1/10 scale buggy. It has been driven. I think I drove it in the sand a little bit, so it's a bit dusty, but I think it got one outing, and it's had maybe one battery through it. So a good clean, and you wouldn't know it's brand new, but it has been driven in the sand, so there is a little bit of dust and dirt that you might want to give it a clean. These are super cheap entry level stuff, so if you want to pick up one and save yourself a few quid but basically get a brand new one. I don't think I even used the battery that was in this, so it comes with a basically brand new battery, charger I think, and a transmitter and manual and everything. So there you go, that's the Phantom XB. So there you go, I think that covers enough cars. That's not all of them that I'm going to sell on, but this video will just go on and on and on. I don't want it to be longer than, say, 10 minutes. So if there's a car in the collection that you are interested in, you can always reach out and contact me. Believe it or not, I've actually sold my Toms. That's going off to America. So yeah, for the right price, everything's for sale, even if it makes me cry. Thanks very much. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.